This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2024 Redwood fifth wheel, model number 4120GK. So this isn't a floor plan video. It's just it's a how-to video basically. So I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay. So we have slide toppers on all the slide outs. We have two power awnings on this side. Now it has an automatic leveling system. It's a 6-point system, so you got 3 jacks on each side. I'll show you where the controller is when we get to it. We look in here. Of course it starts raining as soon as I come out with the camera, but I might have to turn the camera here because, okay, excuse my camera work here. Okay, so you have pass-through storage here. Okay, when you come up here, all right, I think I turned it on. Yes. So you have your manifold here for your water. Your central vacuum system is you change the bags out here, but it's obviously there's a port inside for your hose, plus another little thing that you can step on just to suck the dirt up off the floor. These are your attachments right here, of course. You have a radio, lights, the usual stuff. TV hookups if you wanted to put a TV out here. And these are controllers for your slide rooms, right there. You have a filter, a water filter if you're going to use it. You have a coiled sprayer here. There's the wrench for your filter. And this is a portable water softener. I just opened it up because I've never seen one before and it wasn't marked, so it's a portable water softener. And of course your hydraulics are down here. Okay. All right. So your LP tanks are behind here. You got two 30-pound tanks, one on each side. More storage here. This is a prep for a generator. Here we have your batteries. There are two 27 series batteries here. They're wired together so they still output 12 volt. You're just doubling the storage capacity. We do that because you have an inverter and it needs plenty of energy to invert. Inversion is going from 12 volt DC to 110 AC. So you have two batteries. You have your shutoffs here. Okay. Excuse me. The other LP tanks behind there. See if I can get this one-handed again. There we go. All right. So let me get this up in here. Excuse me. So here's your water filter canister right here. That you could put that filter in if you choose to. If you do use the filter, you got to change it every year. You know, when you winterize in the late fall, you throw it out, and after you de-winterize in the spring, you put a new one in. This is your controller for your leveling system. The two main controls are auto level, right? That just levels it, right? Now this remembers the last position it was in before you auto level. That's called auto hitch height. So theoretically, when you're getting ready to leave, you would go up here and you scroll down just a little bit to auto hitch right there, and you push enter, and it'll return the trailer to the exact same position that it was in before you auto leveled it. So theoretically, you should be able to slide right underneath with your tow vehicle, and off you go. So keep that in mind. Place for your sprayer to hook up. You have all the different positions here. You can see these diagrams here, and you got 4 valves. It shows you everything from city water to what to do when it's winterized. Looks like it's in winterized right now. You can fill the fresh water tank if you're camping someplace without city water, so on and so forth. Okay. This is a black tank flush here. After you dump your black tank, you can leave the valve open the dump valve open, hook a hose up here at the dump station. It'll spray out your black tank and clean off the sensors, so that's a good thing. Your city water hooks up here, and of course these are your valves here. Okay? Alrighty. This has an on-demand water heater. We'll talk to you more about it when you get inside. Just remember that this switch is here. This is another on and off switch. If for some reason it's not working, always remember that you have this switch right here too. Well, I'll talk to you more about how it works when I get inside. Okay, so this slide room has a slide topper also. You have a 50 amp power cord. You pull it out and then you retract it with the motor. Okay. We give you a reducer to reduce it down to a 30 amp also, so you can get yourself out of trouble if you have to. That housing up there shows us is pre-wired for a backup camera. That's a Furrion backup camera kit. We sell them here. The ladder is great for inspecting your roof because the manufacturer states every 60 to 90 days you should inspect your roof. Make sure there's no cracking or separation at any of the sealant. Make sure there's no damage to the roofing attachments or roofing material by low branches, for example, or road debris flying up there. You can't see what's happening on the roof unless somebody goes up there and looks. So you should regularly inspect it. It should be part of your maintenance. That way you can stay ahead of any potential problem. Alright, so go inside. The furnace is running. I know it is because I turned it on about a half hour ago. Alright, so while we walk in the door, we'll stop right here. This is your power converter here. This converts AC to DC power. So you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers here like you see at home, and they're all labeled. So this is your distribution panel. Then the 110 AC is converted to 12 volt DC over here, and you got 12 volt fuses in there labeled. This is also a battery charger. So when you're plugged into shore power, it's always going to be charging your batteries. So keep that in mind. This is next to it. Let me see if I can bend that far. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green. If it's not green, get it serviced. Because obviously it's very important. Down here I mentioned the central vac. That's where your hose hooks up. And this is the thing here. I don't think it's turned on yet. It wasn't turned on back to the thing. But this one right here. You can sweep the dirt right in front of it, and then you flip it up, and it'll just suck the dirt right in. So that's kind of a neat feature. Okay, and I come up here. You got your control panel. All right. First of all, this is for your power vent up there. Okay. Now we can start at home. I'm not going to go through everything. It's all self-evident stuff. But you got your master lights. You have your tanks. You can turn your water pump on and off. Whoops. Your tank heaters. You do have heating pads on all the tanks, so it's you can extend your camping season. Prep for the generator, and then you go down to, let's do it this way. The next important one is your HVAC. So right now I've just got the main furnace, the gas furnace running. You can see how it's lit up. If I wanted to shut off, I would just push it. It would turn gray like the other ones. Your slide rooms and awnings and landing gear up front are all controlled from here. Okay? Alrighty. So, you have a range hood. Your range itself is very, let's do it this way. You just turn it to the on position and push it to spark it. So I'm going to go like this, and it lights. Very simple. Same with the oven. We also have lights here, oven light and a panel light. Okay. The refrigerator. Right now, you always have this screwed on there when you're traveling. Otherwise, the doors will swing open and get dented. But this runs on 110 AC. So when you're plugged in, obviously you're running the refrigerator. But when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle is charging the batteries. The 12 volt DC and the batteries are being inverted to 110 AC and sent to your refrigerator. So your refrigerator stays going when you're going down the road. Okay. Microwave works like any other microwave. You have a dishwasher. can see. Here we have remotes. This is your TV remote here. You also have this one here is your fireplace remote. It goes like this. And it's really one of the nicest looking fireplaces I've ever seen on these. You have green. I mean, it's neat. But you also have a fan. Here's the remote here. You have a fan and thermostat, that sort of thing, a timer. So keep that in mind. That's for that. This one here is for your sound bar. Now there's no display in your sound bar. You have to use this. Basically, you have volume, and you have different. You can change your source, but you have a theater sound, standard sound, and heavy bass sound. So, and news for talking. But it's a great. Again, I said that about the fireplace. This is probably the best sounding sound bar I've ever heard in a RV. It's the first time I've seen it, and it really is nice. Of course, your TV works like any other TV. This is a hide-a-bed, so you pull the cushions off, grab it in the center, you unfold it, drop the legs, and you have a 3-panel hide-a-bed. You have your theater seats here, which have your footrest, powered footrest and back, light, heat, and it also vibrates. So it does all that stuff. You have 2 chairs here, but I guarantee you there's 2 chairs someplace else. So we'll look around for them and find them. Always strap the chairs when you're traveling, just so they don't bounce around and break something. Okay. Let me see if I've covered everything in this room before I move on here. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I'll skip over the bathroom and go to the front and then come back to the bathroom. Another TV, of course. Always latch these when you're traveling, but you have your closet, and this is a clothes chute, it looks like. Well, make sure you always latch these before you travel, or they'll get damaged. Okay. Up here you got your washer dryer combo. Make sure you latch that also. But there you go. Now let me look around. Okay, around here you have a powered bed. You see it's in a sitting position. I believe it's right here is where the switch is. Okay. Let me look in here now. I already guaranteed those chairs are better be. Oh yeah, here they are right here. 2 chairs. So you can seat 4 people at the dining table. Okay, so another remote for your powered vent in the bathroom. GFCI, of course. There's a few GFCIs in here, but all the plugs in the trailer, including the ones on the outside, are wired to a GFCI. So if you're using something outside and it pops, remember to set it in here. This is the controller for your on-demand water heater. Now, keep in mind that it won't run unless there's a gas supply, unless there's a water supply also. So you have to have water in your tank with the pump running, or you have to have your city water hooked up, or it will not turn on as a safety device. So as long as you got your city water hooked up and it's turned on, your gas is turned on, you just push the button and off it goes. And you can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, of course, and you can set the temperatures also. Okay. It's much better than the 10-gallon water heater, which is obviously never enough water. Shower. Whoops. I just had it. What did I do here? There we go. Okay. So this is all self-evident. Yeah. So just more storage. Okay. The RV toilet works like every other RV toilet. You have to have a dose of chemical in it and at least a gallon of water, probably a couple gallons would be better, before you start using it. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, then you dump dose of chemical right in the bowl, and then you step on the pedal and let the water wash the chemical and a couple gallons of water into the black tank below. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, it's considered using it dry, and if you don't do that, it'll smell super terrible, plus it'll get clogged up. So you always want chemical and water in it. Okay, let's see what I did here. What did I do? Well, I'll figure it out. Let's see here. Your keys will be hanging right here. I'm going to go find out where they're at. So, okay. I think that about covers it. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember to inspect your roof regularly. That's important. And right now there's antifreeze in the system. Obviously the water's been purged, so you'll have to de-winterize it. And if you have any issues or questions, just give us a call. You can also ask us and talk to us when you come to pick it up. So we'll work with you then, okay? Thank you.